Would you take a look at that? That right there is a monorail traveling inside a building. Would you look at that? No matter how many times I see that, that never fails to impress me. We're back at Walt Disney World. And 1 part Blade Runner and 2 parts Mad Men is this Disney's contemporary resort. Very comfortable. And it should feel very comfortable. After all, this is one of Disney's deluxe resorts. And even though it's called the Contemporary Resort, don't let that fool you. This place has a history as old as Walt Disney World itself. The hotel opened on October 1st, 1971 with the rest of Walt Disney World, which means the Contemporary and the Polynesian resorts tied for first place, being the first hotels to open up on the property. And look how close it is to the Magic Kingdom. You can see Space Mountain right there from the parking lot. From the rooms up there, you can actually gaze right down into the Magic Kingdom. Imagine watching the fireworks from your bathtub. No wonder the rooms here are a little pricey. And speaking of the rooms, I think one of the coolest things about the Contemporary Hotel is that the frame was built first and all the rooms were built separately, prefabricated off-site, even, I'm told, including some of the furnishings like the toilet and all that stuff. And then the rooms were lifted up by crane and slid into the side of the frame of the building. How freaking cool is that? Now that part I know for certain is true, but what I've also heard is that the reason that they did that, in addition to it being cheaper and easier to put the rooms in there, is that supposedly the idea is that later they'd be able to suck out the old rooms and put in brand new refurbished rooms later, making it easier to keep the hotel updated and contemporary. Get it? Not sure if that part's true, but I've heard that a lot. Oh, look it. There's the monorail right there going inside the Contemporary. Oh, that is cool. It's one of only 3 hotels at Walt Disney World to have the monorail connected to it. It's located on the monorail loop, if you will, that goes around the Seven Seas Lagoon in front of Magic Kingdom, that big lake. And it's the only one of those hotels I've never actually stayed in, although I have eaten way up there in the restaurant on top. It's pretty darn cool. My friend Keith took me up to that restaurant, and then during the fireworks, you can actually walk out on the roof of the Contemporary and see Magic Kingdom's fireworks from above. That is pretty cool. All the travel's finally caught up to my girlfriend, so she's back at the hotel taking a nap. But I was feeling restless, so I decided to head out of the hotel and maybe head into the Magic Kingdom today. And of course, what better way to head to the Magic Kingdom than by monorail? It's cool that they have pools here and everything, and that there's a lake back there. And it's cool that it's shaped like a freaky futuristic pyramid and everything, but by far the coolest thing, bar none, about the Contemporary is definitely a fact that a monorail runs right through the center. How exciting. History buffs like me will also appreciate the fact that the convention centers inside of the Contemporary have played host to a number of historic events, including Richard Nixon's famous "I am not a crook" moment. Normally, a president's famous speech inside of a hotel would take up all my attention, but it's hard for that to keep my attention when I could come up here and look at that! There's a monorail going through the middle of the hotel! That is mind-blowing! Look at that! That's freaking crazy! Welcome to the Grand Canyon Concourse, home of the monorail station up there, as well as another express monorail track that just goes through here and doesn't stop. Several shops, a couple of restaurants, and this. That is a 9-story tile mosaic mural designed by none other than renowned Disney artist Mary Blair. The same Mary Blair who designed It's a Small World. And the mural isn't just on one giant side of this elevator shaft. The artwork stretches around all 4 sides of it. You can see here the rooms are on either side of the giant A-frame pyramid shape. And this central giant thing in the middle holds all the elevators and escalators and provides a whole other side, a whole other canvas, if you will, for even more art. Would you look at the size of that artwork? That is wild. It's pretty cool that you can get so up close and personal with it. Mary Blair also once had a giant tile mural in Tomorrowland at Disneyland. Those have since been covered up by more modern artwork, but from what I understand, the base of them is still there. But for sheer scale and intricacy, nothing beats her Grand Canyon mural here. This thing is insane. And the Blue Bunny agrees with me. You know, even though this is a totally separate piece of artwork, when I look at this, all I can hear in my head is the Small World song. This place is out of control. Oh, and I almost forgot. We can't talk about the mural and the contemporary without pointing out that up here by the monorail platform is a very unusual goat. Look at this part of the mural right here. Right up here next to the monorail station. Next time you take the monorail to the contemporary, look right up here at the top of the mural. See that goat right there? He's got 5 legs. Apparently, Mary Blair became fascinated with a principle in Islamic art that says no man-made creation can be perfect. Only God can be perfect. This is why, like in Epcot's Morocco or something like that, they'll have the finished work. And you'll notice little chunks taken out of it with a hammer. Well, this is Mary Blair's version right there. Nothing man-made, including this piece of art, can be perfect. So, 5-legged goat. Pretty freaking awesome. Anyway, this is where you grab the monorail over to the Magic Kingdom. Actually, it goes all around the loop, all the way around to all those other deluxe resort hotels as well. And don't get me wrong, as cool as the contemporary is, I think right now I'm actually ready for a little Magic Kingdom. But oh no! It looks like I've missed the monorail. Oh well, no matter, because the Contemporary Resort has one other amazing feature. It's the only major Walt Disney World hotel from which you can actually walk to the Magic Kingdom. So simple, so easy, so quick. Well, at least right now it is. In the summer, it's a little more grueling. You know, when the Florida weather gets so thick and humid and hot that you can breathe in the water. But at the moment, we're in the last throes of winter here in Florida. Much of the East Coast is blanketed in snow, and Florida is not unaffected. You can see I've actually got a sweater on and a jacket. That makes the walk from the Contemporary just a hop, skip, and a jump to the Magic Kingdom. God, I love getting in with those magic bands. They're so easy. And now the new magic bands have this little thing in the center that you can remove and put on a little keychain, on a little dongle thing. Personally, it's a change I welcome. And now it's time for a little magic. I'm ready. Ah, yes. Hello, Town Square. Hello, Main Street, USA. Hello, Walt. Hello, Castle. Hello, Disney fans. Hello, Tomorrowland. This is where the magic always begins for me. Because there's nothing like a little stroll into Tomorrowland to visit my favorite thing of all of the things. The one and only Peoplemover. Of course, there used to be a Peoplemover in Disneyland, but not anymore. So it's the one and only Peoplemover. Wow, the Peoplemover is a very popular choice today. Long line, still worth it. Why aren't any of these kids in school? A la escuela. Oh yeah, spring break. Almost there. Yeah. It's time. Yes.
Please step carefully.
Oh yeah. It's Peoplemover time. Oh, there we go. Worth it. Look at that. I love it. I've ridden this Peoplemover in lightning storms, and Halloween, and spring break, in warm weather, cold weather, with friends, with strangers, with family, by myself. No matter how you ride it, it's a good time. Ooh, here we go into the tunnel. Progress City. The model that's been with the Peoplemover since the beginning. And I mean the Disneyland beginning. Amazing. Ooh, and then the future of the Tomorrowland Transit Authority. Rocket tube travel. That would be pretty awesome. Ah, I love Tomorrowland here. Oh, look out there. You can see the Contemporary. Peoplemover is old school Disneyland, and of course over here, the Tomorrowland Speedway with those old school cars that used to be on Autopia at Disneyland. A lot of history here. They haven't needed to change their little cars for 45 years. Just goes to show that just because something's old doesn't mean it's bad. Ooh. Now we're inside Space Mountain. There's so much space in here. Ooh, spacey. Kind of dark and spooky in here. How long is this gonna last? Oh my goodness. Whose hand is that? Oh, wait, it's my hand. Oh, darkness. Oh, at last. I see some light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, just in time. I was really starting to space out there. Oh, no one's trying to high-five me today. Hello down there, Autopia. I mean, Speedway. I love Walt Disney World. And speaking of Disneyland history, there's the Carousel of Progress. It used to be in Disneyland. Now it's here. Now it entertains people every day at Walt Disney World. I really hope they never ever get rid of it. Ooh, the Tomorrowland hair salon. Maybe Allie can get a job here and we can move to Florida. Or at least maybe move to the future. Look down there. It's Buzz Lightyear's ride. You know, I've actually only been on that ride one time. I've got to go again sometime. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. All right, the ride is almost over. It just didn't feel like I was at Disney World until I rode the Peoplemover. Best ride ever. Now to drop in on an old friend of mine. He's a musician. He actually plays at the Magic Kingdom every single day. I don't know when his album's gonna come out, but I will definitely buy it. Talking about my best friend, Sunny Eclipse. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if Allie ever leaves me, it would be for Sunny Eclipse. Who could help loving this guy? Listen to those pipes. What a performer. Sunny Eclipse. It's still a little cold and windy, but boy is it beautiful looking out here today. Hey, what's this? Look at this. This is why I love Disney. It's like a miniature parade there. And now we gotta come behind Fantasyland along the sneaky walkway back towards Space Mountain to get a peek at something else I've really missed seeing at Disneyland. It's the train. Would you look at that? It's the Lily Bell from the Walt Disney World Railroad. Oh my goodness. I have missed looking at Disney trains. Disneyland just hasn't felt the same since they shut our trains down. And just getting a look at this just makes me feel like I'm at home. Listen to that whistle. Now that is magical. What would Disney parks be without trains, huh? I'll tell you what they'd be. A lot less fun. I love this thing over here. Look at that. It's Casey Jr. Yeah, we hear you, buddy. We hear you. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I love that when they expanded Fantasyland over here, they didn't just build a copy of the Casey Jr. Railroad from Disneyland. They built a whole different thing. Very misty. That's freaking awesome. Who doesn't love getting a little mist on them, huh? It's making me all misty-eyed. Dude, they did such a great job with this. Look at all the animals in the train cars. Pretty freaking sweet. Wait, don't spit on me. Oh, sometimes they spit water. That was a close one. Check out these elephants over here. She's working for peanuts. Great health insurance, though. I love the little Dumbo references. Look at the clowns right there. Just wouldn't be the circus without Dumbo. And Storybook Circus is extra circusy because over here, they've got double Dumbo. 2 Dumbo rides. Twice the circusiness. Notice here that Timothy the Mouse has got the magic feather in his hand instead of a whip. Back home where there's only one Dumbo, that little mouse sits on top of it. Like right in the center, right up there. And he's got a little whip in his hand, whipping Dumbo faster, faster. But here, there's 2 Dumbos. Would not be as practical. But apparently with practicality comes kindness, because all he's got is the feather. No whip here. When you get in line for these Dumbos too, there's a sick playground right in the middle there. But sadly, it's for kids only. No children at heart, so we're gonna have to wait to see that one. Dude, all of Disneyland's new Fantasyland stuff is done so well. So much great theming. Look at their Little Mermaid ride. On the inside, it's exactly the same as the one at Disneyland, but on the outside, boy oh boy, the theming makes you want to be part of their world. Then of course there's the whole Beauty and the Beast section, which is also just amazingly well done. And that's not even remembering to mention the 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. Dude, if this is what Disney can do with Fantasyland, I can't even imagine what's in store for us with Star Wars Land. Well, alright, I just got the text. My girlfriend is now awake, and she's hungry, and I have all the money on me. Oops. So I suppose now's as good a time as any to sign off. Luckily, we've got several more days here in Florida, so maybe we'll find a day slightly less crowded and get on even more rides. But for now, it's been fun. Thanks for hanging out with me at the Magic Kingdom.
You've done your duty. Now you can go home and sleep well.
Goodbye, everyone. Yeah, I love the monorail. Would you look at the size of that monorail? Have you ever seen something so impressive in your... Whoa! in your life. Mono fail.